Hi there, welcome back to my channel, RetroSusie. I'm Susie, and today we're working on this cover for the Paper Terrace Dollar Tree Junk Journal 2024 challenge. I don't know the exact name of it, but I've been recording these videos over the last few days, and we got the cover done, and so I wanted to get this video edited and posted. And then in the next one, we'll do the signatures and put it all together. So this was so much fun. I'm having so much fun making this junk journal. And I've never tried a challenge like this. So it's just really, really fun. And I hope you check out the other videos that are with other people that are doing this challenge, because it really is interesting and a lot of fun. So without further ado, let's get started. So here we go. Today we are going to be working on the Paper Terrace 2024 Junk Journal Challenge, where you spend around $20 at Dollar Tree and create a junk journal. And so the first thing that I'm going to do is open the spittle bottle, which I need to go eat, so I won't be tempted to use that. Oh, and you know what? We might be able to use this silver lining too. But I want to use this box for my cover. So I'm just going to deconstruct the box. And the way that I do that is I always just open it along the line where its seam is. Okay, so what I'm doing here is just taking a sheet of paper and kind of using it to measure and see if this is going to be the right size. And it barely fits vertically, but I think it'll be okay. And then I'm taking the other paper that I'm going to be using, and I'm measuring that one just to make sure that there's enough room inside for all those papers to fit. So now I'm just deconstructing the bag, and I want to see if it will fit across the part where there's flowers. And it turns out that it's a little bit wider, so I do get a little bit of the edging of the polka dots on each edge of the cover, but I'm okay with that. Okay, look at this giant piece of heavy duty paper. It's thicker than paper, but it's great. And then just look at that. I'll do it right here. an inch out on each side. Oh, I didn't think about these holes. I probably still have enough. Yeah, I think I do. I am not like Shabby Dabby Doodah. I'm not good with cutting with scissors. That's why I always use a paper cutter. My scissor skills are not great. But I think that will work. Yeah, I think we'll be able to use that. Yeah, and then the glittery part will be okay. And then I do have the back of these. If I want to make it a little more sturdy, which I usually always do with mine. And it's kind of convenient that there's two of them. And then that'll give me enough spine. Use this. So I like to make, and I think I already have a tutorial on my channel about this, but I like to make what's called an Oxford hollow for my spines, because I like for my junk journals to lay flat. And sometimes if the binding, or you know, if you glue the text block up against the spine, I'm sorry. If you glue the text block up against the spine, it can be very tight when you try to open the pages, and I like for the pages to lay flat. So I do like to use a Oxford hollow, which I learned from Nick the Booksmith. So the only problem is this has that right there. So that maybe it won't matter because it's going to be sewn into this. So let's cut this off. So I should probably add here that the reason I like to use the Oxford hollow is because I prefer a hidden spine, and I've just had issues where I keep breaking the threads on the outside if I have them exposed. So just to make it more secure in the way that I use junk journals, I just like to have most of the time a hidden spine, so that's why I like to use the Oxford hollow. So when I'm cutting that second piece of cardstock to go to strengthen the box, because this is kind of thin. I like to leave a little bit of space here so that when you lift this up, it doesn't, you know, butt up against, but only like 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch.
And so now that I've cut down the paper that I'm going to use for the cover, I'm just measuring to make sure that everything is square. And then I'm going to use a little scoring tool to just score all the way around, just to make it a little bit easier when I start folding. So you're going to see me taking a lot of time here on the corners, kind of reconfiguring, just making sure that they're going to be sharp and crisp. And I'm just really taking my time folding those in, and I'm pre-doing this so that when I get ready to glue it down, it will make it just a lot easier. So now I'm just adding some glue to the reinforcements that we cut to make it just a little more sturdy. And you can use any kind of glue here that you want to use. This is PVA glue, but any glue really will work. And then I'm just lining it up to make sure that it's all straight.
Okay, so I have a pad underneath this that I stick this under to get it to dry flat. So this is the cover after it's dried. So I think it came out pretty well. The corners are pretty nice and sharp. Yeah, so that's the cover. So now I was going to use the liner for the fiddle faddle, but I think since this has to match, I think I'll just use a piece of this. And what I do is I make an Oxford Hollow, and I do have videos about how to make an Oxford Hollow, and I learned it from Nick the Booksmith. This may not be long enough, but anyway, I'm going to use this to do it, but this, I don't want it to be too weak. So I think I'll just try to, I cut this out of that piece that we, semi cardstock piece. So I think I'm just going to glue that there.
So now I'm just measuring for the inner lining of the front of the book and the back of the book. And I end up not measuring well enough because I end up cutting it a little too small and not what I wanted. But I realized that, and I'm kind of bummed out because I had plenty to make it the right size. So it was just disappointing that I cut it wrong.
Well, we're just going to have to make it work. I should have checked twice, but it's off. I'm not going to worry about it though. We're just going to go with it. So this will be glued onto here, this folds, and this is where you stitch through to put the signatures. I'm gonna have to trim this down. And then this gets glued together. This gets glued down here first. And then this gets glued over the top of it. Which is way smaller than I wanted it to be. But we're just gonna go with it, guys. That's what we do in junk journaling, right? Okay, I'll be back.
So I decided to add a little bit of glitter with the glitter that I got. So I'm just adding some glue, painting a little bit of glue on, and then just adding some of the different colors of glitter onto a few of the flowers. Just to add a little sparkle, a little more sparkle. It does have a little bit of glitter already on there, but I just wanted to add a little bit more.
So there we have it, and we got this part finished, so we'll get the next one up as soon as we can. And I just want to thank you guys for watching, for liking, for hitting the thumbs up button, for, oh yeah, my little thumbs up, for subscribing. And I really, really, really appreciate it. And thank you guys for being on this journey with me. And I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, so long.